It is Thursday, October 28th, 2021, and from the home studio in Middletown, Delaware, I am Marshal Manlove of Delaware Sports and my sports reports. And happy 10th birthday to my dog, Sasha, seen here in her birthday hat. This is the 10th such picture I have of Sasha. She is less annoyed with the birthday hat than she has been in previous years. It's my beautiful dog right there, and I am debating whether I want to share more about a special trip that I had with Sasha a couple of years ago. I might do that after we do the sports stuff, and if anybody is interested, they'll just hang in there and watch. That's all. Not a whole lot of sports activity yesterday in the high school sports talk. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was the state tournament and how those teams are decided, and how the teams are decided, what teams go into the tournament and the seedings and all that. I might do another video later today. Somebody was talking to me about doing an interview. I haven't done any interviews yet, and I invited somebody, and then I think they watched this video. I think I watched my show. They're like, they've ghosted me. I haven't heard from them since. So I'm like, we're not going on there with this clown. Who's this clown with the hair? That's all right, man. It's really okay. You don't. If that's the case, that's fine. It's all right. I wanted to also. It does remind me. Let me see how far back this goes. We had 3 Delaware athletes just this past week reach milestones had achievements in a game that would qualify them to be on the NFHS list. And there was another one earlier in the month, and it was Ariana Paladinetti of Delaware Military Academy. The goalie had 44 assists in a game against Wilmington Charter. And that total puts her second all time in a game. And I believe I mentioned it at the time. That's how I knew there was this database of records, because I searched for it, but I might not have. That's 4 times in 1 month a Delaware high school athlete has done something in a game that would put them on that list at NFHS, the National Federation of High School Sports. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure why the archives on DelawareSports.com within a month aren't going all the way in the month, but nonetheless. Let's move forward. Some field hockey scores from yesterday and a couple of notable performances within some of those games. Dickinson High School beats Christiana 4-0, and Jessica Silver scored a couple of goals in that win for the Vikings. It's 8:16 in the morning, by the way. And surprisingly, a little bit more fresh than I was the day before. I got some sleep yesterday. Although tonight, depending on how today goes in the real estate business, will depend on how much sleep I get tonight. Don't ever be a realtor. Don't ever do it. Become a hypnotist. That's much more fun. Newark beats Mount Pleasant 4-0, and May Tobin scored all 4 of the Yellow Jackets' goals against the Green Knights. Lauren DeSantis had 3 assists. Everybody stutters and babbles a little bit when you're recording something. I'm not editing all this stuff. Over the last 25, 27 years, countless hours of editing video because I stumble over a name or a sentence. I am not going to pull this into a video editing software timeline and chop out the dumb word I say. It might make more sense to comb my hair than it would to edit out something that I stuttered over. But look, man, you know, one thing that's very liberating when you get older is that you really don't care what people think about you so much, right? Like how you look. I'm giving that up. I'm in my house broadcasting on the internet. Having fun doing it though. That's for sure. Polytech 3-0 winners over Sussex Central, and Kylie LeBeer had 2 goals and assisted on the other. The other score, Delaware Military 3-0 winners over Conrad, and one more score, St. George's beat Red Lion 1-0. In boys soccer, Delmar 5-0 winners over Woodbridge, and Mason Ball scored 4 goals for the Wildcats. Jack Ford and Damian Cooney each had 2 assists. It was Conrad 7 over Odessa. Conrad 7, Odessa 1. Cody Levering had a hat trick, and Francisco Tercio Ramos had 2 goals and 2 assists for the Conrad School of Sciences. Wilmington Charter beat St. Mark's 2-1 in overtime. Big win for the Force. Laurel High School 3-2 winners over Christiana. In volleyball, a match that I was repping yesterday at St. George's Tech. The Jaguars of Appoquinimink dropped the first set to the Hawks, but came roaring back and won the next 3 sets to take a 3-1 set victory. Alexia Fitzgerald led the Jaguars with 13 kills. Alexis Parkinson had 24 assists. It was AI DuPont, 3-1 winners over First State Military. 2 of those sets went 29-7. A third set was 26-24. A lot of excitement there in Clayton for that match. Dickinson sweeps Glasgow in straight sets, as does Middletown with Mount Pleasant. The Charter School of Wilmington stays hot. They end up 11-4 in the regular season, and they were 3-4. They started this season out 3-4. They're now 11-4. Beat Smyrna 3-1. Appoquinimink, as I just mentioned, 3-1. Winners over St. George's. It was Holly Grove Christian over Salisbury Christian 3-0. And Delmarva Christian wins again. They are 13. That was 3-0. They're 13-3 heading into the tournament. There's just matches. What's today? Thursday? Regular season, I believe, ends Saturday. I'll be at William Penn today. 3:45. Not sure who they are playing. So from DIAA, this is from the tournament manual, and we'll talk about how the tournament field is compiled. The qualifying champions from a Blue Hen Conference Flight A, Flight B, the Independent Conference, the Henlopen North and South, and the Diamond State Conference get automatic bids, and then there's 18 at-large teams. 24 teams make the tournament. There's one play-in round, and then that cuts it down to 16, and the top 8 seeds have a bye in the first round. Now, how do you determine this? There's a point system here for volleyball, and it is as such. A team receives 2 points for each regular season win. They receive 1 bonus point for playing an opponent with a win-loss record of 5-0-1 or better, regardless of which team won. This is why you want to play a powerful schedule. That's why the Henlopen North Conference teams are going to be seeded pretty high, because there's 3 of them with over 10 wins. 10 wins or more. A team will receive 1 additional point for playing an opponent with a win-loss record of 701 or better. So, for example, St. Mark's has a 1,000% winning percentage. If you just play them, you get 1 bonus point. Actually, that's an additional bonus point, so that's 2. So any team that's played St. Mark's, they get 2 points just for losing to them. They get the points for playing them, but they lose. Everybody's lost who's played to them. And then there's tie-breaking procedures. Now, in field hockey, let's go over here. Field hockey. 2 divisions. Division 1 tournament will feature the Blue Hen Flight A champions, the Henlopen North champion, and 6 at-large teams to fill out the 8-team bracket. And thought I had this pulled up. So we know that the Henlopen North winners will be Cape Henlopen. Flight A, have to look at the head-to-head matchups there. Appoquinimink or St. George's. Appoquinimink beat St. George's, so they are likely the Flight A winners. Don't hold me to that, though. 6 at-large teams. Now, to figure out the 6 at-large teams, same thing. There's going to be bonus points involved, and it goes as such. We find it real quick. All right. The index, 3 points for a win, 1 point for a tie. Wait a second. Are there bonus points here? Let me see. Trying to figure this out. The team's index. All right, so this is different here. Team index. Win-loss percentage, calculated by adding 3 points for each win, 1 point for each tie. An opponent's win-loss percentage will be calculated using the same formula. The team's index determined by adding the team's win-loss percentage and the opponent's average win-loss percentage and dividing the total by 2. All right. So if you have your team has a 700 winning percentage and your opponent's combined winning percentage is 500, you would add that. That's 1,200 divided by 2. 600 would be your team index. That's how I read that just off the top of my head at 8:30 in the morning. Now, the football tournament and the 17 divisions in football. Technically, there's 3 state champions. Being facetious, here are the districts. First of all, in District 1A, Christiana, Dickinson, Glasgow, you can read it. Or maybe you can't. St. Andrews, St. Elizabeth, Tatnall, and Wilmington Charter. 1A, District 2, Early College High School of Delaware State University, First State Military, Indian River, Laurel, Odessa, Polytech, and Seaford. Actually not going to read all these because then I'm just reading the school names of everybody in the state. 3 districts in Division 2A and 2 districts in 3A. Eligible teams. Here's the seeding criteria. A win versus opponent in any class or out of state, 4 points. 2 points for a tie. And now you get strength of schedule bonus points. We're playing teams with final records as listed to the over here. 1 bonus point for a final record with a team that has a winning percentage of 500 to 69.9. 2 points for the next bracket up to 899. 3 bonus points for playing the team with a 900 to 1,000 winning percentage. And if you play up in class, in state, you get 2 points regardless of win or loss. So if anybody from District 1 or Division 1A plays a 2A team or 3A team, they get extra points for that. And now, where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? I know, I read it this morning. All right, this is what it is. In Class 3A, an open tournament. All the teams here are going to be in the state tournament. Remember, my theme here is to be positive. So for everybody who has made the tournament, that's a positive thing. That's all I'll say. In Class 2A, 12 teams. Each district represented by 4 teams with the best in-district record. Let's say off the top of my head, Delaware Military is in there for sure. District 1, District 2, Archimere, Wilmington Friends. District 3, Woodbridge for sure. And in Class 1A, the top 4 teams in District 1 and 2 will make the tournament. So there's 8 there, 8 there. That's 16, 21, 25, 27 teams make the high school state football tournament with 3 state champions. Three state champions. We're not the only state that has multiple state champions. It's like, who's the state champion? That's what I want to know. Let's see. Soccer. It's going to be the same thing, pretty much. There will be, let's find it. And the Division 2 Round 1 starts November 9th and 10th. Division 1 on November 11th. Volleyball starts November 4th and 6th. And I believe the field hockey is roughly the same time as soccer. Football just goes on till December. Find out where the information is here. Who makes the tournament? It's cross country. Looks like it doesn't look like conference championships matter here. It's just a point index. And the top 8 teams in Division 1 and top 12 in Division 2 are placed in the bracket accordingly. So 20 teams make the tournament in soccer, 24 for volleyball. What did I say for field hockey? 8 in Division One. I don't even remember. But 27 football teams make the tournament. There's field hockey again. Let's see. What is it? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 in Division 2 and 8 in Division 1. So 20 in field hockey. So that's state tournament information. Let's get back to Sasha. Happy birthday to my dog. What else are we talking about? I think that's it. I'm going to find out if I'm going to set up an interview later today or tomorrow and do our first one there, if I haven't been officially ghosted by the people with whom I was going to speak. This amazing show is brought to you by me, Marshal Manlove, stage hypnotist and mentalist. I'll read your mind on stage. It's pretty cool. I will hypnotize you and your friends. You want a great fundraising experience? Reach out to me and I will perform a show that you will likely not forget for quite some time. And you can find highlight videos of that at marshalmanlove.com. And if you would like your home sold, or if you'd like to buy a home in Delaware, Maryland, or Pennsylvania, I do that as well. I will not show up with my hair like this, though. I won't show up with it as it is in this tiny picture here with the old flat top. I will appear more like what you might expect from a professional businessman. But I'm home now. Just remember that. I'm home in the home studio in the basement. My beautiful wife, Dawn, is at work teaching little kids to become productive members of society. My friend Joey V out there, shout out to you. He's helping me spread the word about the sites there and raising our Stratomatic shortstop, Vinny. That's an inside joke there. All right. I don't think I'll do the Sasha thing today. I might just do that as a private video just on my page only and not broadcast it out to YouTube and everything else. Although probably will get more views. Probably should just do that just so I can rack up views. Just play a whole video of pictures of Sasha. People don't mind watching dogs, but they mind watching old dudes from broadcasts from their basement prior to taking a shower. All right. DelawareSports.com. And if you would like to submit some information to me, have a particular performance, noteworthy, some stats to send to me, want to nominate somebody as an athlete of the week for your school, your team, your sport, whatever, please send that information to me at mysportsreports@gmail.com. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am Marshal Manlove, and now I am gone.